What's up, everyone? Okay, this is pretty much a video that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's sort of directed at people that are relatively new to competing, people that are thinking about competing, and I guess even people that have competed for a while and sort of have a certain mindset, whether it be a good one or a bad one, towards bodybuilding and the way that they see the sport and sort of their views on prepping and how to handle prep and what to expect for prep. For those of you that haven't prepped before, there's a lot more to it than just thinking about dieting down and getting on stage. You also need to think about what you're actually competing for. Are you bodybuilding to bodybuild, or are you bodybuilding to win? And what that means is you can be coming into your first show, and of course you have your idols and people that you look up to, and you think, okay, I want to bodybuild because that's what I want my physique to look like. But one thing that you're forgetting is they've been competing for 10, 15 years. That's what they look like now. When they started, they didn't look like that. And one thing that I see so many times is people that are first timers that compete, they have this view in their head of what they want to look like when they get on the stage for the first time. And then all of a sudden they get to the show and they don't place where they want to place, or they see photos and it's not what they wanted to see, and then they get down and all of a sudden they hate bodybuilding. They got the shits with everyone. Bodybuilding, it shouldn't be looked at as, okay, I'm going to this show and I want to win, and I don't care what happens. As long as I win, I'm happy. If I don't win, I'm going to have the shits, and this is my show, I'm going to win. There is nothing that you can do about where the judges place you. Nothing you can do about it. You have no control over what they want to see. You have no control over who you're going to be competing against. What can you do if you compete in a show and you look the best you've ever looked? By far the best you've ever looked. You're lean, you're conditioned, but then you get to the show and you've got so-and-so over here that's been competing for 10 years and he's in his best shape of his life. Do you all of a sudden get the shits because he competed at that show? No, he's got every right to compete at the show. That's the thing with bodybuilding. There's always that chance that someone's going to be there that's better than you. So I have learnt this the hard way, and I used to go into a show wanting to win. And having that mindset really sucks when you've got this thought in your head that this is your show, you're going to win, no one's going to beat you. Then you get there and you don't even make the call out, and you're standing there in the back line thinking, what the hell's going on? It doesn't work like that. You need to see bodybuilding as, I know you've probably heard this many times before, but it is you against you. All you can do is better yourself from whether it be a previous competition or just what you've looked like previously in life. All you can do is better yourself each time. And then that's going to accumulate over the years. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be that person rocking up to the show with 10 years of experience. And you're going to be that person that's winning the show with the guy down here who's the amateur that you used to be, thinking, I want to win this show. Of course you're going to beat him because you've got 10 years of experience and muscle and all that sort of stuff on top of him. So bodybuilding is not a short-term sport. Bodybuilding is a long-term lifestyle. And if you see bodybuilding as one show and you get up on stage and it's not what you wanted to see, there's no point getting the shits or not wanting to compete anymore, because you need to understand that it's a long-term sport. And most of you already know, but for those of you that don't know, Chris and I are both heading over to the States next year to compete for our pro cards. And Yes, we're going to be up against each other at one stage in the shows, a couple of shows that we do, but in all honesty, I'm not expecting to come back as a pro at all. I have just as much chance of losing as I do winning. And even this show, we could be up against someone that's been competing for another 10 years on top of us. And there's nothing that you can do about that. There's nothing that we can do about it. There's no point of us getting the shits if we travel all the way to America and come back without a pro card. I mean, there's no point. It's a holiday. It's a bit of an experience. It's a bit of fun. And as I said, as long as I see what I want to see when I look in the mirror and I see that I've progressed, I can see that I've improved since the last time I competed, conditioning, muscle mass, everything. As long as I see what I want to see, I don't care what I place. I don't care what the judges think I should place or how good they think I look, because I know that I've made progression and I know that I'm better than what I was 2 years ago. And that's all that you can do. You cannot change anything about what the judges want to see. So this is just a quick video just to let people sort of maybe look at bodybuilding a little bit differently, with a different mindset of not expecting to win. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win. We all want to win, and it's perfectly fine to go into a show wanting to win and training for a show and prepping for a show wanting to win. It's okay to want to win, but don't expect to win. If you don't expect to win, you can't be let down, and you won't get the shits, because you'll do your show, enjoy the experience. If you like what you did, if you like the whole lifestyle, the whole prep experience, then obviously you're going to stay with it and you're going to stick at it and you're going to keep going. And then eventually, years down the track, you would have made so much more progress, and you will realize that it is something that takes time. And there's nothing that you can do about it to hurry those results and to make that progress any faster. Bodybuilding is a lifestyle, and you can't expect results to come quick. You make it your lifestyle. You don't even think about the results. It's been almost, actually, I think it's been almost over 2 years since I last prepped, and I haven't really even taken any notice of how much progress I've made, because all I'm doing every day is sticking to my macros, going to the gym, training every day. That's all it is. And then the progress comes with time. So there's no point looking at a physique and wanting to look like that and thinking, how long is it going to be until I look like that? There's no point. One, you're not them. Two, you don't know how long they've been training. So what's the point in getting down? All you can do is better yourself. So this kind of ended up in a little bit of a rant, but it's just something that I wanted to sort of let people sort of look at bodybuilding in a different way, rather than just expecting to win and going into a show with the mindset of everything is about winning. It's not. And honestly, we aren't concerned whether our athletes place or not. All we want to do is bring them in the best shape that they can be. As long as they're happy with how they look like, then we've done our job and they've done their job. And that's all bodybuilding is. So hopefully that sort of puts a few people's minds at ease that are being really hard on themselves about prepping and not looking the way that they want to look. It's not going to happen overnight. It'll happen over years. So just stick at it, and eventually you'll get the results that you want.